I wanted to inspect the soil in the garden before I put on an application of this mycorrhizal fungi that I just got in the mail. You can see here on the slide that I got a piece of fungus in there already, and right on the top of it you'll see a little protozoa attached to the fungus. So this ground is already starting to change. It's way past where it was when we began a few weeks ago. Now you're still going to see a whole pile of bacteria buzzing around inside this video, but you see a piece of fungus here, and then with this bug now that's attached to it, this soil's starting to change. My hope is with inoculating it with this fungus now that will really enhance the fungus. We need about a 10-to-1 ratio of fungus to bacteria, and hopefully we'll get that with this new inoculation. Thanks, guys. Morning, guys. I just thought I'd give you a quick update on where we're at. Now, yesterday it was raining here pretty good, and my cover crop was really wet. So I came out with a sprayer, and I sprayed that fungus on the grasses just to hopefully it will take. You can see the cover crop is really coming along well, but if I zoom in, you just don't see any fungus growing. But that was just sprayed less than 12 hours ago. I also sprayed fungus on my tomato plants, and you could see that white powdery stuff, and that's just, like I say, a few hours ago. It's kind of amazing. It's growing already. So here's my new project. I got some of Terrence's compost and I put it in a dish. I kind of wet it down. I'm going to let it sit for a while to really soak in good. And then I'm going to take the fungus and I'm going to try to grow it on top of that compost. We'll see how that does. I've placed some of the spores on Terrence's compost too, so we'll take a look at it in a day or so and see what it looks like. There was also some questions about my microscope setup and how it hooked to the computer and where my computer was. You could see that on this desk the microscope is located, and I connected it with a USB cord to my computer. And there's my computer desk. And it goes in. Now, the piece of software that I'm using came right from the factory. And you can see it right there. So it's not the ideal having the microscope separate from the computer. It'd been nice if I could just look right over and adjust it, but it works. And vegetables, well, if you look closely, this package doesn't expire to 2017. So I'm going to assume that this thing is made with the spores because they last a long time. Other than that, they would just last for about 9 months. And I've taken some of this and I've placed on my microscope. You can see it's right there. And I'm going to add some water to it. I'll put a cover slip over it, and then we'll take a look at it and see what it says. I put a couple drops of water on the slide and put a cover slip over it and slid it underneath the scope. This is about 400 power. I looked all over the place and I found some of these spores. And you can see it right there. It's pretty clear. But I was surprised there wasn't very many of them. Most of it is all, it looks like a food to me. I mean, it's just the chocolate brown kind of particles in there. But there are some spores, but not very many. But anyway, that's what I have for you guys. Hope you have a good week. I hope you have some success with your compost. And I'll talk to you soon.